Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Again, I am here for discuss the another topic of our chapter coordination and control feedback mechanism. We are going to discuss that what is the feedback mechanism. As we know, there we have already discussed in detail the endocrine glands and they secrete hormones, but these hormones are not secreted at a constant rate. The rate varies with the needs of the body. As the body will need the hormone will release according to the need of the body. Like many other functions inside the body that are taking place, the secretion of hormone is also regulated by a mechanism, and this mechanism is known as feedback mechanism. Now let us discuss. Here the question arises, what is the feedback mechanism? Feedback mechanism means the regulation of a process by the output of the same process. And there are two types of feedback mechanism, positive feedbacks and negative feedbacks. As we know that a hormone is released, just suppose let's talk about the pancreas. If it is secreting a glucagon that is rising the blood glucose concentration, in return it is also producing the insulin hormone that is decreasing the blood glucose concentration. So it means the regulation of a process is being regulated by the same process, that the same organ is releasing to increase and decrease, to maintain, to regulate the process. that के जो भी ग्लूकोज की कंसंट्रेशन है वो बहुत ज़्यादा डाउन ना चली जाए और बहुत ज़्यादा हाई ना हो जाए. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस देयर आर टू mechanisms, negative feedback and positive feedback. Let us first discuss about the negative feedback. The feedback process that decreases or inhibits the process. What is the output of in the negative feedback? That one mechanism is increasing, the second one will be inhibit and decrease to maintain, to regulate its process. That's why it is known as the negative feedback. Why this is happening? Because to return a condition towards its normal value. As we already discussed the example of the blood glucose concentration that is rises by the pancreas to secreting the insulin, and insulin decreases the blood glucose concentration. So when the blood glucose concentration rises, pancreas secretes insulin that decrease the concentration, and it set a point to a normal set point. Now, if the normal blood glucose concentration has been set, it will stop, inhibits to secrete the insulin. And similarly, when blood glucose concentration drops below normal, pancreas will secrete the glucagon, and eventually this glucagon will raise the blood glucose concentration. In this case, in this way, the blood glucose concentration will rise and set to a normal point, and when it has set to a normal point, it will inhibit the secretion of glucose. So in other words, we can say that blood glucose concentration controls the process, the secretion of insulin and glucagon. That is the negative feedback. Now second one is the positive feedback. What is the positive feedback? The changes resulting from a process increase the rate of process. Whatever the changes that are taking place, they increase the another process. For example, if an infant, he is sucking his mother's breast, and why he is sucking? Because he has to drink the milk, and that production of the milk is under the hormonal control. more suckling leads to more hormone production inside the body, and that hormone will lead to produce more milk in the breast, and more suckling will be done by the infant. So that's all about the positive feedback. So here are another our topic, feedback mechanism, comes to an end. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.